Hey, Rod, coming at you from Kingdom Culture. Sorry, I'm driving and videotaping again. I personally don't think people should do this. However, I think in some ways I actually drive a little better when I videotape myself. I know that sounds silly, but it makes me pay attention just all that much more. And anyway, what I want to mention is, again, I have these conversations with people who somehow say there's no God. Even though they can't prove there's no God, they can't produce any evidence to prove that there is no God. So at best, if they're honest, intellectually honest, they could say they're agnostic. And anyone who has any little bit of philosophical understanding has to admit that God can exist. The possibility is there. But anyway, if there is no God, of course, we're left with the question, where did everything come from? Where did all the matter, where did all the time, where did the space, where did the universe, where did the order, where did the laws come from? No matter how you try and answer that question, you're going to end up with the same problem, because if you say matter always existed, and somehow just with matter and all these things didn't ever come from anything, they've always been here, which is an unexplainable situation. And then somehow this stuff that just was always here somehow found or had or got the ability on its own to cause order and laws and design, and then life, living things with thoughts and purpose that question their own existence and question where everything came from. That happened. Well, if you believe that, if you choose to believe that, you've basically deified dirt. You've deified matter. You've deified that type of stuff and given it the same qualities that I, as a Christian, say God has. Can you prove that? No, you cannot. You can do all kinds of mental gymnastics and come up with some big, long scientific words, but it's not scientific unless it's observable, testable, provable, repeatable. There's all kinds. You can't prove that. And you don't have to. You can believe that if you want, but then it's your faith, not your science. And please don't try and call it science, okay? I don't tell you that my belief in God is scientific. I say it's my faith. I'm honest enough to say that. And I believe it's a faith that fits the facts. I believe it's absolutely the best explanation for all that we see and observe is Creator God. But if you don't have that, there are people who say, well, it came from nothing, and there are scientists who say that everything came from nothing. But if you believe that, just think about it for a second. Nothing created laws. Excuse me. Nothing created laws. All the laws we have that govern the universe. Nothing created them. Nothing. Nothing created time. Nothing. This state of nothingness. Now, I don't think anyone can even imagine nothing. You can't even picture in your mind what nothing would look like, because nothing is nothing. Was it black? Well, black is something. I mean, is it just a bunch of space? Space is something. You can't even picture nothing. But this nothingness that you can't picture created everything, created you, created me, created us. That is a serious religious belief. That's a serious religious philosophy. And again, you can believe it. I think it's an unsound philosophy. I think it's a useless philosophy. I think it's not a helpful philosophy. And I don't think it explains anything, because the honest scientists who have gone down to the nanocellular level are saying this couldn't have created itself. There's too much information, and it's far too complex. There's too much irreducible complexity in the universe, so it could have happened. But you know what they do to get out of it? They say, well, life must have been seeded here from other planets. In fact, some even believe that it came on the back of crystals. This is just science fiction. This is faith. You need a lot of faith to believe that. So, you know what? Think twice before you mock a Christian. And please, don't point to some group of hypocritical people who say they're Christians and say that's evidence that Christianity's not good. That's ridiculous. That's not the way to prove something or disprove something. whether it's Christianity or just belief in God, it is the best possible explanation. And the cool thing about Christianity is you got people like me and millions others like me whose lives have literally been seriously transformed, touched, and made new with the living water of Jesus Christ, with the living water that Jesus gives as we believe. And I'm not saying have blind faith. I didn't have blind faith. I prayed. I said, God, Jesus, if you're real, help me, because I need to know you're real if I believe in you. And you know what? God, in a very supernatural way, showed up. And if you want to check out my testimony, you can check it out, part 1 of my testimony on my channel. So, anyway, you think about that. God bless. Take care. Keep on keeping out. Bye.